For thousands of years, humans were trapped on the ground. No one had ever crossed the sky. No army had ever fought in it. No nation had ever controlled it. Then in just 100 years, everything changed. Humans went from standing still to crossing continents in hours, to building machines capable of striking from the edge of space. Today, the sky is no longer empty. It's one of the most controlled and contested spaces on Earth. This is not just the story of airplanes. This is the story of how humans solved one of the hardest problems in physics, and in doing so, completely reshaped travel, war, and the modern world. Before airplanes, every journey was slow. On land, humans traveled by foot or horse. Speed rarely exceeded a few dozen kilometers per day. At sea, ships depended entirely on wind. Crossing oceans could take weeks, sometimes months. Distance wasn't just inconvenient. It was power. Mountains protected nations. Oceans isolated civilizations. War followed the same rules. Armies marched. Navies sailed. And no one could see from above. The sky remained untouched. Humans always looked at birds and thought, this should be possible. But early attempts failed. Flapping wings didn't work. Human strength wasn't enough. Then in 1783, something changed. The Montgolfier brothers launched a hot air balloon. For the first time in history, humans left the ground and survived. That moment proved something critical. Flight was possible, but balloons had limits. They drifted with the wind. They couldn't be controlled. Engineers then built massive airships like the Zeppelin. They could steer. They could travel long distances. But they had a fatal weakness. They were filled with flammable gas. One spark, and the entire structure could disappear. To truly conquer the sky, humans needed something different. Not lighter than air, heavier than air. To fly a heavier-than-air machine, you don't just need power. You need balance. 4 invisible forces control every flight. Lift, pushing upward. Weight, pulling downward. Thrust, and the moving forward. Drag on pulling back. Get this balance wrong, and you crash. Early pioneers like Otto Lilienthal proved that wings could generate lift. He flew thousands of times. But there was a problem. Control. If the wind shifted, there was no way to recover. Crashing wasn't rare. It was expected. He proved flight was possible, but surviving it was another story. The real breakthrough didn't come from a university. It came from 2 bicycle mechanics, Wright brothers. They approached flight differently. They didn't just build an engine. They solved control. Their system, wing warping, allowed the aircraft to tilt and stabilize mid-air. For the first time, a pilot could actually control flight. On December 17, 1903, at Kitty Hawk, their machine lifted off. It lasted just 12 seconds. It traveled 120 feet. It sounds small. But in that moment, the sky stopped being a limit and became a destination. At first, airplanes weren't weapons. They were observers. In World War I, pilots flew above enemy lines watching troop movements. But that didn't last long. Observation quickly turned into confrontation. Soon, pilots began carrying weapons. Then came a critical invention. Synchronization gear. It allowed machine guns to fire through spinning propellers without destroying them. And in that moment, the airplane stopped being a machine and became a weapon. Dogfights began. Fast and close, deadly. For the first time in history, war had moved into the sky. By World War II, aviation had evolved dramatically. Aircraft were no longer experimental. They were essential. Fighter planes battled for control of the sky. Bombers flew deep into enemy territory, targeting cities and supply chains. And for the first time, destruction could come from above. Radar systems allowed nations to detect incoming aircraft before they were even visible. Technology advanced faster than ever before. Air superiority became everything. Control the sky, control the war. Propellers have limits. To go faster, humanity needed something new. The jet engine. In 1947, Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier. He flew faster than sound itself. Many believed it was impossible. Some believed it would destroy the aircraft. It didn't, and that changed everything. Jet technology quickly moved into civilian life. Aircraft like early commercial jets connected continents in hours. The world didn't just get faster, it got smaller. Today, air combat isn't just about speed. It's about invisibility. Modern aircraft are designed to avoid detection. Stealth technology reduces radar visibility. Fly-by-wire systems allow computers to control flight with extreme precision. And now, many aircraft don't even carry pilots. Drones can operate for days. They can observe, track, and strike, all from thousands of kilometers away. The battlefield hasn't disappeared. It's just harder to see. Aviation is still evolving. Engineers are now working on hypersonic aircraft, machines that travel more than 5 times the speed of sound. Electric aircraft aim to reduce environmental impact. Autonomous systems may remove the need for human pilots entirely. The goal remains the same: faster, safer, more efficient. In just over 1 century, Humans went from watching birds to controlling the sky. Airplanes didn't just change how we travel. They changed how wars are fought. They changed how countries connect. They changed how we see distance itself. For thousands of years, we looked up at the sky.
Now, we move through it.